Okay, let's welcome you to La Romana. Dr. Jose Lopez is our hospital director and vice president of health programs for the company. Eladio Uribe is our general director of human resources, and my name is Jorge Stuhl. I work in the public relations department for Central Romana. Let's give you a short briefing inside and take a tour of our new hospital.
¿Trabajas en la red de...?
No, trabajo en la Fundación Educativa en Argentina.
¿Ya? ¿Cómo se llamaba?
La Fundación Social Romana.
¿Ya?
Y aquí hubo una conferencia de ayer.
Ah, buenísimo.
Para hacer el programa.
Okay, what we want to, when we talk to John Gagan and to Ana Maria about having this tour here in La Romana, in our company, Central Romana, our company is going to be shortly celebrating its 100th anniversary. And since its foundation, we are dedicated to sugarcane processed in the production of sugarcane. And since its foundation, our company developed its own hospital facilities. It founded its first hospital in 1917, if I am not mistaken, over there. And the first hospital was here in 1917. 1969, we had this building right where you passed it in front. And today, probably in a few weeks, maybe next month, we are going to inaugurate this new hospital building. Dr. Jose Lopez, as I introduced him before, he is our hospital director and vice president of our health programs. He is going to give you a general tour of what we are going to develop here in Central Romana.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to La Romana, special to Central Romana Corporation. Like Jorge said, we're going to have around 100 years being working and having medical service here in La Romana. But really, everything started in 1910. In 1910, from Guanica, Puerto Rico, was South Puerto Rico Sugar Company. South Puerto Rico Sugar Company was a German company who used to have the base in New Jersey and New York. At that time, they decided to invest in the Caribbean, and they went to Guanica, Puerto Rico, and developed a very important sugar factory over there. But it was in the end of the 1889, 1885. But around 1910, they came here to the southeast of the Dominican Republic, and the medical services started with one doctor, Dr. Walken, and two nurses who came here when they were preparing the land, cutting the tree, making the road, making the railroad to start this project with the sugar company here in La Romana. In 1912, they had the first crop. And this is why the administration celebrate 100 years, the 2012 now. But really the medical service started with one physician and two nurses, one American physician and two nurses who came to take care. Just in this area over here was a small wood medical office when they were taking care of the patients who were having minor injury, fever. At that time we have a lot of malaria at that time and all kinds of tropical diseases. And like Jorge said, in 1916 we have the first building down over there with two surgical rooms, a delivery room, and we're divided in two areas. A major area for the executive of the company and the rest of the area for the general worker. In 1969, the building was over there, we just passed over there, we opened the first hospital in La Romana, probably the Dominican Republic, with central air conditioning. The President Balaguer at that time, he came to the inauguration. It was a big celebration. From that time to now, we have been giving all our service over there, the delivery room, pediatric, internal medicine, intensive care unit, just with one bed, two surgical rooms. And we see over there every year the program, the health program, we are giving around 150,000 medical visits a year with 68 nurses and 48 physicians, going from primary care medicine, gastroenterology, surgery, OBGYN, pediatric, neurology, neurosurgery, that we just started now. After 15-year planning, the company thinking about, from the beginning, the company having a very special commitment with the community, about the social responsibility, about the people who work. We really care about the people who work. It's very important for us, a minor worker to a top executive. And now we develop with the architect Malcolm Corey for Cleveland Clinic in Ohio, the architect who designed the Cleveland Clinic in Ohio.
I'm from Cleveland.
Ah, you are from Cleveland?
Yes.
The same architect, Malcolm Corey, was the guy that has been working with me for the last 15 years to do something that we can combine the good design that the American medicine, good space, good light, and the tropical situation. I mean, how we behave, how we are. And now we're going to show you a hospital that has been designed to serve to the worker in general and also to the executive and the guests who come to Casa de Campo and visit La Romana. We have all together, and we're going to get area that will be similar, and everybody going to receive the same service: intensive care unit, surgery, surgical room, the delivery, ICU unit for children. And now we're going to show you in the Dominican Republic in the year 2007. For the first time, we passed a law about medical service. It used to be an old law from Trujillo in 1942, 1948. But now in the era that we have in the democracy and everybody have freedom and right, we passed that law that everybody is paying a small amount of his salary. It's like an HMO in the United States. A small amount of money, the company pays 7%, the worker pays 3%, and with that we cover most of the primary care medical service. And that is going in different level that you can go to a semi-private room, to an ICU, or to a suite. And thinking in that, and with the law and that, we put all together, and we're going to show you what we have developed for our worker and also for our executive. I am just standing here in the connection between the emergency room of the old hospital and the elevator to the new hospital. We're going to connect. The emergency room is over there. Here we have the room that we have the morning report. Every morning we have a morning report with all the physicians who spend the night on duty, and we check all the information, the data, what happened with the patient, what was done during the last night, how many delivery, how many surgery, things like that. And this is the connecting area. Now we're going to move in this way, just to show you how the patient will be coming from there to here. And here. And here we have the elevator. That elevator is just specific for patients. Patients coming sometimes from the emergency room with intubation. Some patients coming with the monitor going to the second floor to the ICU. Some patients sometimes they are coming in coma because they have an accident, and we go through this elevator. The second one is just for the public. And both elevators go straight to the roof. In the roof we have a helipad where we're going to rescue patients from different areas. We're going to bring here by helicopter. Go straight over there. That is a modern design that we did with the people from Cleveland, because medicine today, critical medicine is time. You know, somebody will get a cardiac arrest, you have 4 or 6 minutes just to start CPR, defibrillate, and do whatever are able to do. And time is very important for us. Also, beside the 3 ambulances that we have here in the emergency room, that we have a 911 service, including Casa de Campo, we have an ambulance over there 24 hours a day with paramedics who have been training for the group of the American Heart Association in the United States. And also we have in the rural area where we have 2 primary care rural clinics, and we have 3 ambulances. 24-hour service. When somebody's getting sick or have a trauma or have a call with a machete or any type of accident, they call us by radio to the emergency room or by phone, and we weigh the patient. We are ready. We know who is coming and how is the situation. If the patient has a shock, if the patient is bleeding, if the patient is breathing, all the data. And this is that we have this line, and also we have the helipad in the roof in case that we need to rescue somebody. Now we're going to show you, this is the cafeteria, it's not ready yet. I'm going to show you the pharmacy. You see the pharmacy from where all the medicine will be here, all the medicine will go to the different level of the hospital. Through this hall over there, we have the nurse's office over there, and we have the locker for the patient who is coming, no, not the patient, the people who work here have to go over there, take a shower before they go in the hospital and also when they're going out. This is a very specific regulation by the American Hospital Association. Regulation, yes.
For everyone who works here, or just
not everyone. People who work like cleaning or work in the surgical room who go over
for
there.
health reasons?
Yes, for health reasons. And now we're going to show you in the Social Security law, like I told you, we have what they call the basic health plan. It's been the minimum service that the worker going to receive, like room, like a hotel. This is the minimum service. You go to the hotel, you get the suite, the super suite, the small. This is the minimum that all the worker in the company going to receive. Going to see the area for children. Children coming from the battalions, children are coming from the sugar cane plantation, children coming from the father who work in the factory and things like that. And this is, well, I repeat again, this is the minimum, the minimum. But that minimum survey has been done with the standard of the American Hospital Association. Because we expect that in 2 or 3 years, the hospital is going to get the American accreditation. We're going to work in that. Let me show you. This is control door over here. This is a north station over here. And here we go to pediatrics. It's very important that you see that. This is the area for children. This is the area for children. The law in the Dominican Republic says that only 2 patients are able to be in one room. We have 2 cribs here, 2 children. The oxygen is coming through here, the vacuum, everything is over there. And this is the minimum thing that we're going to give to a child. Air conditioner, everything. Also, we have isolation room over there. We have here the area that the children who are able to walk, that they don't have an IV, are going to watch television over there. This is the area for pediatrics. But this is the lower, this is the minimum that we can say that we can with that. Over there is a pediatric office. Today, about all the nosocomial infection and infection carried by patient, the pediatrician is coming. The child is not going all around to see the doctor. The doctor is coming to check over here and take care, and the nurse station over here. And they go to eat and play in this area. In this room, this is a semi-private room. 2 beds. Okay, the semi-private room, a bathroom, with all the regulations. You can take a look inside. It's the same that you can get in any American hospital. All the regulations. These are the beds. And you see, this hospital, we don't have any locker designed fixed in the wall. Everything is able to breathe out. That was the thing that now with the after AIDS and pneumonia, avian flu, or that, the same change, the regulation. You had to come here and clean this hospital, take everything out, and come back and pull everything. That is very, but I know that somebody saw the new movie. I just read the commentary about the Contagious, the new movie who's coming now. It's a new movie about the CDC, about the avian flu, and all the virus. It's very scary, but
Contagion. Yeah.
Yeah, contagious. Exactly.
Yeah. It's scary. Is it out yet in the US?
I think so.
Somebody gets sick. We have very sick. We have this isolation room for wash your hands and come here. And the patient is here. Look, the door is complete. The wall is completely closed. And this is a private room for patients with any type of virus or bacteria like hepatitis, things like that. We put in that room. The bathroom is the same, air conditioned. The Social Security laws say that the minimum standard for a patient in this type of room would be a fan, a bed and oxygen. This is but the company put more money, and we went to the best standard that we were able to get in the American medicine. And let me show you other room.
Because if you have like sick people, I mean, education does not work.
Okay, this is another semi-private room. This is another semi-private room.
How many rooms we have on this floor, doctor?
Down here? Down here we have 24 beds.
24 beds?
24. Okay, this is a room. It's a big room, and you're going to say, oh, we have this area. Because also we have some type of accident. We can have a plane accident, we can have a bus accident, and we have a bunch of people coming. And you can put there over there, and you can use the room, and also the space, and that the patient feel more relaxed. Also a lot of light that they can see through the window over there, and they feel more relaxed.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the same on all the area. Repeat the same semi-private room. These are the only semi-private rooms that you're going to get in the whole hospital. And this is mostly for the group of people who contribute or have the right, the minimum right to receive medical service. But it's important that the room is good. If the room is ugly, it's dark, you get depressed. And 3 days in the hospital is like a month. People get so sick mentally, and it's a problem. Now we're going to go to the second floor where we have the ICU and the other area.
Doctor, I was asked if we have an affiliation with the Cleveland Clinic, or was this just for the design?
We used to have an agreement for many years, from 1978, almost to the 90s, with Mount Sinai School of Medicine in New York.
Mount Sinai.
When I went over there, I did my training over there. And now we have not formal affiliation, but we have a very good relationship with the Cleveland Clinic in Ohio for the last 10 years. Most of the patients with cardiac problem, we send them over there.
Wow.
And almost, maybe it's every 2 or 3 weeks we are sending somebody to get a second opinion, mostly about heart problem, arrhythmia problem, things like that. You know, but now we're going to show you the second floor. We are now in the second floor. The second floor is also another new concept in medicine. All this area is a solarium, external solarium. The patient is able to go out, sit over there, see the sunlight, or see the stars during the night and get relaxed. They're able to walk from the room, come here, sit here for the family, you know, have more interaction. As soon as the patient is walking, the time is shorter staying in the hospital, and also less chance of embolism and other medical complications, and also mental situation that patient gets so worried and depressed inside the hospital. This is the concept is coming from there. Now we're going to show you, in the old hospital, we have 1 intensive care bed. Now we design a new intensive care bed with 10 beds, with telemetry, that we're going to be monitoring the patient 24 hours a day, see how is everything in his heart, and having that data. That has been one of the areas that really we put a lot of technology and also cost a lot of money, but I'm going to show you, you're going to take a look. It's very, very important and helpful for the medical care. Okay, now we are just coming into the intensive care unit. You see the double door over there.
Yeah.
Now it's open with your guests, but in the future you have to control a door.
Yeah.
You have to go over there, get a cab, get glove, whatever, you know, and you come in to see the patient. And the intensive care unit, okay, this is the general one area. Everything is coming from the roof. Even the oxygen, the electrical wire, everything is just the bed that moves. Even with the doctor is seeing the patient, this is the table that he will be writing the note or whatever. You know, it's a very new concept. This is the Maquette Corporation. It's a very good equipment. And you see the floor, all that is antibacterial floor. Everything is absolutely to control nosocomial diseases. You know, a lot of bug inside hospital. Hospitals are very risky places. People want to go inside the hospital, but this is the worst place. The best place to be in your house. Because it's easy you catch whatever type of bacteria. Over there is a doctor conference. It's where the doctor come to review the cases.
Okay.
Also have the area for coffee break, have an area for take a shower, get relaxed. Talk here about the patient, not talk in front of the patient. Have to discuss all the situation here. Because sometimes the patient, you see them and look at them sleeping in coma, they are hearing.
Yeah.
And they, you know, we make all type of comment. Oh, he's getting better, he's getting worse, he's getting worse. People get panic, and panic is very bad to rescue, to get better. And this is the area, and let me continue showing you.
So you say they don't let
This is the ICT doctor office. Those are like private rooms, isolate private room. Basically, they stay there with the ventilator. Come here. You know, another one. These two are for coronary problem. You know, have the window, sensing the tree, and get more relaxed. You know. Hold that. Also, these are, like I told you, here will be a big screen. It's not jet here, but through these two screens, the nurses going to be to the telemetry. Telemetry means they see how the heart and the vital sign of the patient are minute by minute over here. We're going to put the big one over there where the doctor is coming in. He just watching and know by patient the bed 1 or 2 or 3 how it's doing. And this is the first inalambric telemetry system have been implemented in La Romana, even maybe in the Santo Domingo. This is a very high technology, and also we are able to get that data from here, sent to Cleveland or to the Baptist Hospital or to New York, whatever place that you gave me an address by internet, even to the iPad. I can see you a trace or EKG or a picture of the X-ray or anything. And I'm going to show you this new unit. This is isolation area for patients with birth patients over here. Okay. This is a patient who is isolated, has to be here. And this, we get the temperature, we get all the vital signs to all that we got. Also, we have windows. We talk a lot in the design that the patient needs to be seeing the sunlight. I believe that the sun therapy, I think that the light is very important for the human spirit. The patient is here isolated and needs a shower or a cleaning of the breathing.
En el último año, pero siempre es bueno estar preparado para la zona.
This is a car, and we can bring the patient from there and put in this pool to take a shower. We go over there, we put the patient here, and the doctor is coming here, or the nurses, and, you know, push down, and the patient is able to clean, to debride, patient who have wound infected and things like that. And all this disposal material goes straight down to a patient. And besides to be moving the patient from here to the surgical room that I'm going to show you in the next floor, we're trying to keep the patient who are contaminated in this area. Remember, as soon as you are moving patient, you are moving bacteria. As soon as you are moving patient, you are bringing contamination. Even over, say the doctor, we're bringing over the sleeve in the hands, we bring bacteria.
Es una pila especial para dar los baños.
The patient is doing, when the patient is getting better and doesn't need to be in the intensive care unit, we are moving to this room that we call intermediate room, where the family is able to come and also the family is able to sleep with the patient here. That is a sofa bed over there. And now the patient is here, still have the monitor. We are watching from the screen over there. Everything is taking a shower. or sleeping, and the wife is able to spend the night here. And the patient is able to go from here to the solarium and walk and talk with other patients, and sometimes you believe that you are the only one to have a heart attack, and there are 3 others, and what happened? No, I smoke, no, I drink, or whatever, or I have high cholesterol. And this is very important, they socialize, because all together they get better.
And it's important to point that it's a cultural issue, because the Dominican family likes to sleep with their patients.
Oh yes, sure.
Back in the U.S., you will go and visit and then go to your house, but Dominicans, they like to stay over. They want to be by their patient's side 24/7, and that it's something that, you know, sometimes collide with the hospital system, but you have to accommodate that.
Oh, it's impossible.
Yeah, it's impossible to take the family out, even the ICU. It's you'll see people trying to get in there at all hours. That's very Dominican.
That is very, very, very unique.
Egypt is the same.
Yes.
Yeah, so I see this as normal.
Yeah. So people want to go at all hours in the ICU.
That is very important. I don't know, you go to family,
want to sleep in there.
so they clear out, you know. There are rooms, they are suite. Like I told you, they are suite. The same concept. Family members able to sleep over there. They are the suite. We have like an 8 or 9 suite like this one. You know, the family, like you say, the family, even they don't spend all the day over there. They need to be there. Even lower class people, middle class, high class. Everybody, at least a few members there.
To sneak the food inside the hospital. It's a nice
rice and beans, rice and beans.
Yeah, rice and beans. They try to sneak it in the hospital. It's like a field day for them.
Okay, this is the one suite, the other 8 or 9 suite like this one. Another suite, isolate room. This is another private room. This is a private room. This is a private room, and also the patient have the light, you know, the window to see that the ward is still running outside. Okay, they repeat the same concept, suite and private room. Let's go now to the 3rd floor to show you the surgical hall. Okay, we are here now in the surgical desk. We're going now to develop a new program that we call surgery, same-day surgery. Meaning, you are coming in the morning at 8, you get the procedure done, and you go back to your home in the afternoon, 8 or 7 hours. You come to the desk, it's a medical office, a second medical office. You go through that door, have a locker, you leave all your belongings, and the anesthesiology and the cardiology or the surgeon reevaluate you, and after that you go to the surgical room, get your procedure done. After you go to post-op for 1 hour, when you wake up, you are able to go to your home. Because with that, we decrease the rate of inpatient, also we decrease the rate of spending money unnecessary. A lot of patients spending night in the hospital cost money. Cost money for the hospital and cost money for the family and for the insurance. But now with this program, we expect to decrease that, and we have to work in education with the community. Take time. Let me show you this.
National healthcare.
Yeah, that's what we were discussing. We have a national healthcare system that applies over.
This is the pre-op. The patient is coming through that door, puts his belongings, his watch, his glasses, whatever. And in case that something happens, people get distressed or distressful, have this medical office here. We recheck the patient. We sedate the patient. We give Xanax, we give Dormicum, or even beta blocker for high blood pressure. When the doctor is coming to that door in the last moment before going inside the procedure. Okay, everything is coming This is the vacuum, oxygen, everything is coming automatically. And this is the post-op. When the patient is coming out, the surgeon is coming here for 1 hour. And now, we are in one of the most, the intensive care unit is very important, but this is the surgical area. Here we have 3 surgical rooms. We have this one is for general surgery, hernia, appendicitis, minor trauma. In this one, we see
Everything's stainless steel.
Okay. You can come in. Okay. But we have 2 twin surgical rooms down there. I'm going to show you. This is the orthopedic and the surgical room. You see the white on the board, you see over there, have been designed that one day we are able to bring inside the Da Vinci robotic system or any type of robotic. Robotic medicine is growing everywhere. You see, this is too big. It's big because the patient is just in the middle. Or you're going to have, for example, a machine, a robotic for do eye surgery. You're going to have parking over there, equipment for robotic medicine to do kidney transplant. And you see this room with that room is connected. This is the donor organ, and that is the recipient organ. We connect to here. We are not ready to do that now, but we expect, I believe, that in the future we're going to do that. Everything I've been thinking that this surgical area had to be at least 75 to 100 years not to get any modification. This is the reason it's big. Because medicine today is a lot of technology and equipment. I'm going to show you the next room, which is the Olympus Endo Alpha video endoscopy system. We are able to perform a surgery over there with a doctor in Cleveland, a doctor in Spain, all together at the same time with the surgeon, talking and discussing about the procedure. That is the only equipment in the Caribbean area. Only is one in Costa Rica, 2 in Brazil, 2 in Chile, and 2 in Argentina. The rest of Latin American countries, they don't have the equipment. Here it is. Oh, wow. This is it. You can check it. Internet, Endo Alpha. You can see it. They have the YouTube also have Endo Alpha. This is the most advanced technology in the world today. You see this light, the patient is over there, the light is going over there. Through this light is a camera, also to that. That camera is controlled through this touching the screen system. Doctor are looking over there, and also here. And from here we have 2 internet lines. Okay. And we tested that recently with the Baptist Hospital in Miami. And we are able to be performing a surgery with somebody talking with the doctor here and giving, oh no, do this, do that. Also, a doctor from outside teaching the doctor who is working with us here. Besides all that data, you have the black box over there. That over there.
Like an airplane black
Like
box.
an airplane black box. Everything that you talk, that you say, has been recorded over there for legal medicine. And everything that you do here have been taped and recorded. You know, means that everything is absolutely under control. Means nothing that we perform here is a secret. We have the right, the lawyer, the patient, everything. This is a super equipment. The personnel have been working in another one for almost 10 years. Dr. Leon, who is not here now, she's on vacation. And this is a super equipment. It's the only one in the Dominican Republic. It's a high technology, but sometimes people get afraid of high technology. Many of the questions is, we're going to fix, we're going to do this, we're going to do that. It's very simple. All the technology today is very simple. I mean, that you work with less thinking, you are doing with your hand whatever you have to do. And it was one of the most the most important question with the people and the community, and even the owner. Why we put too much money in that? We have to do that, because with that we save a lot of life. And also we can perform surgery that never before we did. Gallbladder removal, a tumor, any type of surgery. And important is that Casa de Campo, for example, and here, we have patients who have accident or need a surgery, appendicitis, you can get a plane and go back to New York. This appendicitis has to be done and that's it. And sometimes they have a doctor in New York Hospital or in Mass General or in Cleveland. And we have opened that any surgeon that they want will be able to talk with the surgeon who are doing the surgery here. That is care, that is good quality of surgery. And this is the reason that, one of the reasons that we got this equipment.
That's amazing.
And now we're going to show you this near page. This is a red floor. A red floor is cold. Mean egg. The red floor means contamination. Look at the other color. This red floor is telling you contamination. All the tray, all the equipment have been used in surgery. It's coming to this, have been handled and washing over there, and it's passing to this sterilization center after we wash here to this machine and this one and that one, and go straight. The personnel who is here in red never will be in the blue area, unless in the green area. The green area is in the front of there, it's coming the tray for brain surgery, the tray for appendicitis, the tray for hernia, and everything is coming completely sterilized. This is one of the main areas that we really put a lot of money. Everything is stainless steel to control bacteria, to control nosocomial infection. That is very important because sometimes you bring a patient and you expect to be here 1 day or 2 days and get infected last 2 weeks. Sure. And in the end, 2 weeks is money that you are throwing out.
Yes.
Let's go now to show you the another area.
There's the blue area.
Yeah. We're in red over there. Yeah. I can go over there, they can come here.
Okay.
This is the green area. After the tray and the equipment is clean and packed, it's going to the green and going again to the surgical room completely clean. It's red is coming dirty. Blue, we are sterilizing that. And green is completely able to use in any patient. Over there. You see? It's like a circle. And in this area, we have the equipment to sterilize. We have this one, that one, depending on the type of equipment. And we pack it and we put the code, we put red or blue, because each room has a color. Okay. The endo-alpha is blue. Mm-hmm. The neurosurgical room is green. And the general surgical room is yellow. When it's packing here, have to go with the color, because each room has a different type of procedure. Okay? And now we have the local area for the physician. Doctor, surgeons are like pilots, have to be relaxed. They have to be completely, they have to be well rested. And this is the art of the locker. You know, I say that surgeons, they are like pilots. They cannot be under stress. Because with the stress, you know, you can produce a panic to the patient. Okay? And now let's go to show you an area when the doctor, when they finish the surgery, they want to meet the family in private way.
Did you know Sebastian before, because he's in your area?
When the doctor finishes the surgery, he's coming through to that door. It's a door over there. Still with the green gap and everything, you know, with a little blood in his chest, you know, feeling very proud that he did. You know, he's coming to this door. I'm going to sit here with the family member again, who have been waiting here, the closer family member. And here, in privacy, he's going to tell, okay, I performed a surgery, I found a tumor in the colon, or the gallbladder was super surgery, everything is okay, or the patient is not doing well, I'm going to send now down to the intensive care unit, and things like that. Also, the endo-alpha equipment is able to transfer.
Okay.
And on the screen here, we're going to show, okay, with what happened, we found, we can show the people that we were doing was right, and we were doing was the correct thing to do. It's part of the legal medicine. We don't hide any information. Today is that way. Even we can record that and give it. In the MRI center and CT scan center, also we copy that in the CD. We're giving to the patient to go to any other doctor and get the second opinion. And that is very important. Let's go in this way.
So was it?
This is a very important room. This is a master delivery room. You know, today everybody wants to have the delivery together, the mother, the grandmother, all the father. It's a show to have a baby today. I don't like that way, but
So the patient will deliver here?
Yeah, deliver here. Yeah.
Wow.
And
the family sitting.
And also, you see, it's a big sofa bed. Because probably it's coming the father, another member of the family.
They faint.
It's the only one. And here too, the baby crib down here.
Oh my God.
Yeah? And here the pediatrician and everybody come. In case that the delivery is not able to do here, need the cesarean, we're going to move now to the two other delivery room plus the cesarean room. Okay, we are now in the OBGYN area. These are two pre-delivery beds. Here there are two delivery rooms. Delivery room when the mother. This delivery room, like I told you in the beginning, the people from the semi-private room, the wife, this is the room that they're going to have the baby. Okay? The master delivery room is for people who afford to pay that.
Okay.
But this is the basic, the minimum for any mother who's coming to have a baby. Doesn't matter if he's a worker, doesn't matter if he's a businessman, these are the two delivery rooms. Equally serving for everybody in that area. And from here, when the baby is born or is not born, move to that room, with the cesarean room. In case that something happened, just move in here. Even the family is not knowing, in the past we have to go for a hall with the mother, everybody's watching, screaming, no, now, from there to here, and you go inform the family, this is not able to have the delivery, we're going to perform the cesarean C, sign here, and this and this and that. This is intensive care unit for babies. Everything is here, you can go in the baby. You know, also have the ventilator. This is intensive care unit just for newborn. This area. And they're able to be here weeks, days, whatever. And we have the next room, also the doctor always have to wash the hands. It's very important that, have to wash the hand. And we have here this area. For babies, they are not too sick, but they need to be a warmer. This is the warmer with the light. We have the incubation bed we put over there. Also, we have a chair for the mother to breastfeed the child, the baby here. And also, like you see over there, the grandfather have able to take picture of the child and this goes, he look this or look that one, you know. This is what we have. Let me see other area. Okay, I have one more. In this project, just now in the building, we have the money that we spend traveling to Cleveland Clinic a few times, to walk Cleveland Clinic, to talk with the physician, we talk with the architect and the department of engineering over there. This project right now, we almost reached like $35 or $33 million we have been spending in this project. Now we have another part spending, education. We are now for agreement with the Baptist Hospital in Miami. They are coming here from now to the next year. They are coming a team of nurses from the Baptist Hospital group, just teaching our nurses how to implement and use the new technology. And also we are increasing the level of the nurses. Which one is good to work in the intensive care unit? Which one is not good to work with baby? Which one had to be retired? Which one is able to get a new step up in the technology? And now we are also spending a lot of money in training and education. We expect that we're moving from the another building to this building. Mentally, I believe that we have 40 points in the old building. Just moving here, we're going to get 40 more points, 80. From 80 to 95 to get accreditation, I expect that we're going to spend 3 to 5 years to move to the top level. We got that in 3 to 5 years in a developing country. We have to feel proud. But it's not for one day. But important is that the hall, the light, the room, all this together is part of the, that we call the curation, or the healing of the patient. It's very important. Also, they're able to be in a room and watch outside and see that bird moving, or see that the sunset and the sunlight. This is very important. And all these projects have been done with the Central Romana Fund from Central Romana Corporation, like a social responsibility for the community that have been here for 100 years. That is very important. All of us, I myself was born here in Batey in a sugarcane plantation. I grew up here, my family. I got the grant to study in the United States, I came back here. Dr. Pellerano is the chief of the emergency room. Dr. Felipe is the assistant medical director. Adelfa is my assistant from international medicine. Dr. Hernandez is gastroenterology. And we are a team all working together. Osvaldo and the other engineer, Osvaldo, and the others have been working in the project with us and have been 15 years, and we are almost in the end of the first phase, in the end of the start the opening. We are planning, we have to be ready for October 15. Everything had to be ready from the architectural standpoint, building. But after that, we're going to need 3 to 5 years to be learning process slowly and teaching the people how to preserve that and love this building and don't destroy the building, because it's a lot of technology. And the most important for us is not to destroy that have been done with high quality. And you see the old building, we're going to cross now, going to the diagnosis center. That building has been there for almost 69 to now almost 41 years. And you see the air conditioners are still working. Everything is in the same place because we care and we respect, and the company have an order. You know, you see, I don't want to make any comment about government, but you see public hospital for the government, brand new today, you go 5 years later, everything is gone, disappear. It's part of the corruption in Latin America and many parts of the world. But here in Central Romana, we don't permit that. We care for the people, but the people have to respect the rule and preserve. And let's go now through the hall, and we go to the diagnosis center. Oh no, let's go down. We want to have a coffee or anything. Ahora lo bajamos el café si quieren.
And if you have any questions,
or any questions down the stairs, we can have a coffee and something like that. Okay, we are now in the connection between the old building and the new building. Over there is now we have the inpatient area. In the back of me is the emergency room. I'm going to show you briefly the old surgical room area. This is the waiting room from the old surgical area from 1969. Okay? Vittorio, ¿cómo está? Come here.
This is already in operation.
This is the surgical room that we used it for 41 years. Just to see you. Okay, this is the surgical area that we have been working for 41 years. This is the pre-op. There are the 2 surgical rooms over there, and this is the waiting area. Just to have the idea between these old buildings that they're still working. Okay, this is still working. We're going to open over there. Yeah, we're going to open. Okay. This is the sterilization center that we have been working for 40 years. Think about, I'm sure you were there. And these are the 2 surgical rooms that we have been working for 41 years.
Okay, yeah.
You know? All this new area, we're going to convert that in the emergency trauma center. Emergency trauma center. But it's just to keep an idea that the space, you see, only one area for the surgery. Now we have 5 different places. It's just to, but like I told you, this is all building. It's the same floor, the same air conditioner. We have been keeping in good shape for all these years. It's still working. Victorio, ¿está fajado? Sí, ya sí, ¿no? Ah, qué bueno. ¿Todo bien? Ah, bien, gracias. Este duro, para que viera. Déjame enseñarle el intensivo de bebé por 41 años. Déjame enseñarle.
Perdón. The intensive care unit for pediatrics.
I want to show you that. Only these 2 areas, the surgical and the intensive care unit for baby. We have been in this small room for 41 years, saving life. Look, what you saw over there, what you see over here.
Wow.
No, it's important because...
Más bueno allá.
This is the baby intensive care unit that we have been here for 41 years. You see? Hay una transformación económica muy grande y de mucho trabajo. Pero es bueno que vean, para que vean. Pero we're going to preserve this building. It can be a very good building. And here, let's go These are the X-ray of fluoroscopy room. We put pacemaker to the patient in this area. We're going to keep that for the power of the emergency service. Annie, come on. Look at coming here. This is the X-ray equipment. All this area will be a new emergency service for critical patients. Ambulatory unit. It's just to give you an idea how I've been working. But 41 years ago, that was brand new. You know, time is a killer. You see, this is for fluoroscopy, for pacemaker, and things like that. And now let's go to the diagnosis center. I want you to see that and see now the new building, the diagnosis center. Let's go. Okay, we are now in front of the Diagnostica Social. I'm briefly going to tell you how was born this project. In 1990, after I came from New York, from Mount Sinai, and Dr. Gonzalo, the one who is the picture over there, we don't have even a CT scan, we don't have one sonogram, one echo machine in the hospital. And we opened a center, now in this place, like 4 blocks from here, that we call Diagnostica dell'Este. We bought an all second-hand Toshiba CT scan, and it was about the most important good time with the all equipment, with the tube, you know, working all medicine. But we are able to perform chest CT scan, abdominal CT scan to make good diagnosis. But we were charging, it's a poor country, penny to the patient, and in the end, the project went down because we don't have money. And Dr. Gonzalo and I, we decided that we need to continue with technology because just with hands you can practice the medicine today. And one afternoon, I was in my office and I called a friend in New York, Mr. Howard Parnes, and I told him that I need money to buy a new CT scan. He told me how much costs the equipment. So I don't know, maybe $400,000, $500,000, all depend. I said, okay, whatever you need, I'm going to give you $50,000. I send you a check the next week. When he gave me the $50,000, immediately I called Mr. Brent Simon, the owner of all this mall in the state is Simon and Simon Corporation, which he was one of my patients. And she asked me the same question. I don't know. Okay, I'm going to give you $200,000. In the end, I continue calling people. I was calling Rent and all the banker and friend, like 20 patients. You're going to see the name of them over there. And suddenly I got almost $1 million in my hands. But the problem was that all the checks were writing in my name. And I had 2 options. I took the money from me, I make the business, or I talked with my boss and told what happened, and we went to see Xiomara Menendez. Xiomara Menendez, she have a project that they call Patronato Benefico of the United States. It's a place for children. They have almost 2,000 children. And she was not involved in medical aspect and even technology or radiology. But Dr. Gonzalo was a good friend of hers, and they talk and talk. In the end, we decided to build a center here. And we changed the name, Diagnostica Social. Why social? Because it's the only center in this part of the country where we have a social worker to evaluate everybody who is coming here to do a test. If you are a poor person and you don't have money, they have an interview. What type of opera you see? Where do you go during the weekend? You have bad room or you don't have bad room, you have shower. And with that list, they classify you are real poor or you are able to pay. And the person have $1, we charge $1. It doesn't have any way they get the test done. And this center right now, we perform MRI, magnetic resonance imaging, CT scan, sonogram, Doppler. We have a program for prevent breast cancer with mammogram. We're going to have a tour, take a look at all the pictures that you see in the wall. They are patients who are coming to our hospital for different procedures, and children who live in the batallas. Batallas, they are a small village with the sugarcane people who currently live over there. And it's a beautiful place to see. We are planning in the second floor to have a CAD lab to do angiogram and put a stent to the patient with heart problem. Right now, everybody welcome. We're waiting for donations to build that center. Let's go.
This center was inaugurated last year, Doctor, right?
Yeah, last year. Come in.
Okay, I'm going to make a short introduction. As Dr. Lopez explained before, this is Xiomara Matos. She is the president of Patronato Benéfico Oriental. It's a non-for-profit organization that works with underprivileged children in La Romana, bringing education and health with Diagnostica Social. That is the center that we're here. Xiomara, this is a social responsibility group from the United Nations and the Global Compact. The Global Compact has the 10 principles that we're working here in Santa Romana with human rights. So you're going to give us a tour. We have people coming from India, from Mexico, Japan,
Ecuador,
Sri Lanka, okay, Mexico, and the United States. Very good.
Well, welcome everybody to our town of La Romana, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about, and before we go for a tour, because you're so many, it's maybe better to do it here. Diagnostica Social started as an initiative of Dr. Lopez that saw the need in the community of advanced diagnostic technology in the area. And he approached us and asked us to be part of this project, very important project. So when he did, we said, okay, if we're going to be part of this, we are going to do it in a social environment, because this is what we do. We've been for more than 35 years. When my mother started the foundation, we started with a little daycare center that we're going to go and visit now. At that time, it was 35 children. Now we have over 1,500 children that go every day there for breakfast, lunch, dinner, medical attention, and education, of course. So the reason, and we started this, it was because it was a need in the community, but also we saw that we needed that for the children, we have a program of the prevention of cancer also, cancer awareness. For the women, we do sonogram. We have a social worker that works with us here and that interviews the patient, and it's really they pay depending on their ability to pay. If they cannot pay, they don't leave without the service.
It's the most important.
Very important, yes. But it's also, I saw also a way here of having a very high-tech center that everybody needs, and that maybe it can be give us a little resources for the other programs that we have that don't have any income really. So this is the idea of the social diagnostics. So now we're going to go around and see the...
Like I told you, take a look at the picture. Where belong to the children.
And these are all our children at the hogar. And this was only possible by donations. The equipment that we bought was possible because of the donations of our sponsors.
To donate money to buy the equipment.
Yeah.
Like I told you, there are a few New Yorkers, people from America, from Germany, from the Dominican, from different places.
Yes, these are members
Yes.
of the foundation.
Exactly,
Individuals?
some individuals, some are companies, yes, that trust us and gave us the sponsorship we got by the equipment.
Is it an ongoing donation? Do they keep giving you money?
Some do, some it was at one time.
How do you fund the area?
How do I fund? Yeah, the idea right now the diagnostic center is sustainable. It sustains itself because some people pay for the services and that pays for the people that can afford it. So right now it breaks even. It doesn't have a profit. I hope in the future it will have a profit that will help it support the other programs. It is very expensive to sustain a center like this. Yes.
Is it in time longer in the day?
Pakistan. Sorry.
Here is the administration of the center.
Perdón. Dejen ponerme de foto.
Come in.
So the patient first comes in, and the reception welcomes it. It goes through the social worker if they cannot afford the test. And then they come in here and the doctor, we have a general doctor, does all the history, the medical history. And depending on the test that they're going to receive, they go into the different, we have to see if there's no patient so we can see the equipment. Here, very important, we're going to have this hall is going to connect to the hospital.
Okay. Why I show you from the room? Remember you look over there?
Mm-hmm.
So this hallway connects directly to the main hospital.
Yes, and so even inpatients in the hospital can come in with the beds and everything and have the treatment.
We can have a look.
This is the waiting area for the patients that have to be prepared for the start. The X-ray, just X-ray.
I used to hold the body. I like.
I used to like it. Like
This is the CT scan. It's all we have is a very state-of-the-art equipment. It's
Somebody did?
yes, I can't see where, but must be a small patient.
So do you actually give medical treatment or is it just...
It's just diagnostic.
Oh, just diagnostic. So what do they do after they get the reports?
Well, they come here already, they have seen a doctor that prescribes the test that they have to do. So they have to go back to the
doctor to get the treatment.
Yes. For example, for the mammograms that we did a big thing with that were the women, the mothers of the children that we take care, and also the women that work in the free zones. That we did in conjunction with a medical facility, and they came, thousands of women.
But what happened then if they don't afford the treatment afterwards?
They do. The company that the free zone company sponsor them to come for the
diagnostic.
For the diagnostic.
But what if then if they actually have cancer and they need treatment?
Then they are recommended
They can be transferred to the cancer center.
Exactly.
In Santo Domingo, or one
they
here,
have cancer center.
2 blocks from the north here, we have a cancer center now. For the oncology. Yeah.
But that's not free, huh?
No, the Social Security covered today. Also, the Social Security covered. Yeah. Social Security has been a revolutionary law for the people of the low income in this country.
Yes.
Because they pay 100%, and sometimes they pay 85% of the treatment. Ambulatory treatment, 85%. Inpatient, sometimes 85%, sometimes, let's see, the childhood area and the maternal area, 100% coverage. And cancer is almost 100%. Also for cardiac catheterization and stent, 100%. Some critical diseases cover more than others. And when you broke your arm, only cover you 85%. But it's a critical condition, 100%.
This is
where the radiologists work and they do the diagnosis. Where they see the images and
You see the reading room.
the reading.
Like I told you before, like the Olympus and the Alpha surgical room. From this room, we have the IPAC system. We are able to send an MRI or a CT scan, any picture from here to any internet address that you talk to, you give me in any part of the world. And we can have a second opinion on even your doctor, you are here, and you wanted your doctor in Pakistan, is where you're from? We can send over there, and he see that and talk and agree or disagree, or we can do whatever. This is very important. Again, internet, technology.
Yes, technology.
It's changing life.
Exacto. You say, I like it, me gustó. You like it.
Now with the X-ray and also the mammogram, which is, it has a digital biopsy system that we can do, but it's going to be all digitalized. The equipments are going to be all, so we can all send any test to any part of the world. Not only the CT scan or the MRI, that we can do that now, but also the mammogram and
That's a dog tiny.
That's a dog tiny.
Yeah.
the sonogram that can do echo Doppler.
Yes.
This is the echo Doppler equipment.
I have a friend who's a doctor in DC, and he's using sonograms to do injections.
Oh yeah.
So it helps you see exactly where to put the needle and the medicine.
Well, it's like they do in Future Moms. And
Yes.
They do, like, they know exactly what to do.
Very interesting.